Welcome to 20 Days to Turn the Tide. This is a season of transformation, and I am Alicia Marie Belshak, a life mastery consultant, speaker coach, and author, and your guide here on Life Mastery TV. I've put together a little something here in this 20-day challenge. You're going to find brilliant ideas, exercises, activities, and more that will help you turn crisis into courage, aspirations into action, and fear into fulfillment. All you have to do is follow along. If you haven't been following along, that's okay. You can start fresh today by joining in or click on any of the past videos. The link to start over is right over here and in the description below. Okay, let's get going and get started. Day 18. Find your full life. Today is all about going for the goal, getting specific, and creating the picture of a full spectrum life that you would really love to have in the next year and beyond. This is all about building the pieces, the individual pictures that go together to make the complete puzzle. It can be a bit of an overwhelming day. It's very meaty, but you are going to create the gold in your life by going for the goal and creating your fullest, freest, most expansive version of what an authentic life you would love living would look like. We're going to break it down into some simple steps to help you make it into manageable chunks. So I encourage you to take your time with today and pause the video as we go so that you can follow along with your journal in hand for the next few very specific questions, because we're going to get very detailed, helping you create the life you would absolutely love. As we dive deep into your vision for your fullest life and define what full spectrum looks like to you, let's begin by looking at your health. Whether you are currently healthy and would like to keep up your fitness or improve it, or whether you are suffering some sort of ailment or worried about a diagnosis, there is no better time than now to begin building for a better future, a better body, mind, and spirit. If you do not have health and vibrancy and enough well-being to be able to function and serve your life, how will you ever be able to serve the rest of your vision for what you would love in a full spectrum life? So let us begin by asking the very important question: what would you love your health to look like and to feel like? It's important to include your mental, your spiritual, and your physical well-being. Write down 3 to 5 specific health and fitness goals you might have, or feel free to flesh it out, writing a little picture of yourself working in your garden or running on the tennis court or whatever it is you would really love. How will you serve that? And just how will you feel at the beginning of your day? Describe that. How will you feel at the end of your day? Will you feel full of energy and vibrancy, mental clarity, and emotional stability? These are the things to flesh out into little vignettes of what your life would look like, so you know when you've managed to create more of that in your life. Take some time, pause this video, and write what your fullest, healthiest, most vibrant self, mentally, physically, and spiritually, would look like. Did you pause the video and explore what your own health would look like if you could accomplish 3 to 5 goals? I hope so, because this is about your vision for the fullest life you can create. The next step is to look at your career, your work, or your vocational and volunteering
activities. However you define it, this is about your time and talent and how you are giving service to the world. And through the service, through your time and talent, you also receive fulfillment and some satisfaction in making the world a better place. So ask yourself, what would you love your career to look like and feel like? What would you love your volunteer activities to look like and feel like? Whether you're making money or whether you're just providing a service because you have time to serve, it doesn't really matter. We will talk about money a little bit further on in today's activity. But for now, write down your goals for how you're serving the world. How are you providing your time and talent into different activities? What kind of skills would you love to learn and still be able to provide? How would you like to advance in your career? Where would you like to work? Inside an office? Outside in an environment that has lots of nature? Would you like to work with people? Or would you like to spend more time in solitude, perhaps writing or taking photos? Whatever it is that you would love to do, and whatever kind of job, however you define it, this is your opportunity to provide pictures for yourself to work with. Being a parent is as vital a job as any other kind of job, or a grandparent, and yet we don't get paid for those things. You might find that this is your service in the world. You may also find that you really value yourself as a professional and you would like to be able to do more with that. However you define success and what you would love your full spectrum life to look like in this particular area of providing a career or a vocation to your world, this is what you should take some time to write about. So, what would you love your life to look like in providing a career, a job, some service into the world? Did you pause the video? How did that go? Defining some career goals, some vocation goals, some volunteering and time and talent goals. We are now going to shift gears and focus on your love and relationships. A full spectrum life, your very fullest, most freest, expanded version of your life, includes relationships with your loved ones, with friends, with family, with coworkers. It is an opportunity today to look at those relationships, those connections, and ask yourself, what would you really love in your relationships? What would you love to feel and look like in your time together? What would you be doing and how would you be spending it? How often would you be calling your friend or perhaps meeting for coffee or some other favorite dinner beverage? Maybe you are going on long romantic walks. Maybe you're still working to call in your soulmate and create an intimate romantic relationship. Perhaps you would like better relationships with your children or your parents or someone else in your life. Whatever it is for you, think about the people who mean the most and matter the most. And think about how you want to feel when you are getting paid attention to. What does it feel like to be loved for the way you are? What does that look like? What kinds of things make you feel cared for? Describe what you would really love in your relationships, both what you're giving and what you're receiving. This is your chance to write down those relationship goals that you would like to create for yourself going forward. Pause the video and dive into your love and relationships. What would you really love? Did you pause the video? I sure hope so. Your love and relationships are super important, as are your career and health. And now it's time to dive into an area that is super important for supporting the rest of your dreams. For your full spectrum life, it is important to have a way to fund it. And that means we have to take a look at your money and your financial freedom. So this can be a topic that is triggering, as we've discussed on another day regarding money magic in this challenge. So be sure to take your time and breathe into this. If you've been someone who's struggled with money up until now, know that this is your fresh start and that you will be taking a look at designing your future. Do not stay stuck in the past when you are imagining this section. Perhaps you just want to pay off some bills and get out of debt. Maybe you want to invest for retirement, college for your kids, or some special thing like a trip, or perhaps an item. Maybe you are looking to build your first home, buy your first home, or build your first home. Whatever it is for you, your money is part of your dream building process. So don't be afraid to make goals and start taking baby steps to make them a reality. Today, give yourself the blessing of finding out what you would really love if your finances could look and feel the way you would like to have them. Write down your financial goals. Choose at least 3 to 5 so that you have something to focus on in your full spectrum life. Go ahead and pause this video and take your time with this, because you can really be in the money. Congratulations! If you have paused the video every time so far, you've really had a chance to start fleshing out your goals for the next phase of your life. Remember, this is about going for the goal so that you can create gold in your life. You should be now feeling like you have a vision forming for your health, your career, your love and relationships, and your finances. You've done the hard work, and now it's time to ask a fun question. And that is, what would you love in your fun and freedom? What would that look like if you had time to spend? How much time every week, every month, periodically throughout the year? What would you be doing? Would you travel? Would you go to the movies and special events? Perhaps there's some hobbies you could start or you have been putting off that you actually already engaged in. Are there people you would love to visit or someone you'd spend time with? Perhaps you'd go for walks in nature or spend more time reading and learning. What is it you would really love? This is about how you spend your free time, which is as important as the time you spend at work or the way you spend your money. So write down 3 to 5 goals you have for filling up your fun and freedom tank. Go ahead and pause the video just like we've been doing all along. Woohoo! One last question for you to answer today. But first, I hope you're feeling inspired. I hope you're feeling some energy moving through your body about your fun, about your freedom, about your love and relationships, about your career and finances, and about how healthy and vibrant you can really be in this next phase of life. So, what could we possibly ask now? Well, perhaps you've noticed as you've been journaling or brainstorming that maybe there's something missing still. Maybe there's something that you would love that I haven't asked about. Maybe there's a new idea percolating or an old one resurfacing. Something that you've been putting off or something that you would really desire, but you've been too afraid to put down on paper. Even if it's your deepest desire, don't be afraid. This is your chance to ask one last question today. What else would you love to add to your full spectrum life? What else would you love that I haven't thought about or that you are just now thinking about? Go ahead and add that into your vision as we're journaling our goals today, and pause this video for one last action item. Congratulations, because this is a very meaty, challenging day. Have you been finding your full life today, or what? Thanks for playing full out. If you've made it to this part of the video and this part of the challenge, you are amazing. I am so happy and grateful that you have joined and that you are making a difference for your life now and in the future. And I know how many ripple effects this will have, radiating out from who you are and what you're doing all the way through all the people and places you will touch and that you interact with every day. I have one last request, encouragement, and action item for you today, as if you haven't done enough already, right? But in order to really ground the depth of the work that you have been doing today, it is so helpful to put a comment below of one goal. Just choose one goal that you would love to have extra support, inspiration, or perhaps is the thing that is most important to you. If you're brave enough, put it in the comments below, because when we put things into writing that are our goals, that is super powerful for our brain. But when we also communicate that goal to another person, either in writing like the comments or in person when you're talking to someone, by transmitting that goal, you are creating even more accountability for yourself internally, and you are increasing the probability that you will take action and bring that goal closer to being completed. So go ahead and leave a comment, and what is one of your goals that you would like some help with? Perhaps there's a question you have or a resource you need, or you would love to have contact for somebody of a certain expertise. Whatever it is, if you would like to, add that question in with your goal, and who knows, someone here in the 20-day challenge community might just have the connection, the resource, the idea that you really need to make great progress. So I will see you tomorrow, and I look forward to reading about all your goals and comments in the section below. Have a great day. Remember, this is your life, so make it the one you'd really love today.